Record. That was unnecessary on my part. I apologize.
You say we're fucking giggly. Look at Chloe. What the fuck, bro?
What's fucking playing?
We want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Okay.
You ready? Log in.
Are we ready?
I'm ready to
All right.
get this show
Hi,
on the
my
road.
name is Chloe. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Oh.
I first start my timer. All right. Hi, my name is Chloe Kimbrell, and this is my persuasive speech. Audience members, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name's Antonio.
Hi, I'm Tanner.
Hi, I'm Jenilyn. And this is Blade.
Hi, I'm Tegan.
The dangers of poor road qualities in California. Ask yourself these major questions. How many potholes do you see on a daily basis, as well as debris in the road? And how long have they been there? I'm sure many of you guys can say they've been there from anywhere from 6 months, even upwards to even a year. And the most important question of all of them is, what are the consequences of these road conditions? My personal experience. Now, I'm sure many of you guys have either witnessed or experienced accidents and even flat tires because of the poor quality of our roads here in California. But here's my personal experience. I don't know about everybody else, but I know personally in my neighborhood, there's 2 very large potholes in the main road that you can take to get from one side of the neighborhood to the other. And the lighting through the neighborhood at night is very, very poor. There's a lot of trees that cover the street lamps. I know personally it's caused me to not only get a flat tire that resulted in me having to get a whole brand new tire because the hole was so large that the patch only held for about 1 day. It also unfortunately led to me messing up my alignment in my old car and even shifting and breaking gear motor mounts in my car. Along with that, I got into an accident in early December on Highway 5 that was caused by lots of debris in the road as it was raining. So obviously it was already extremely slick and you should be driving cautiously anyways. But the car behind me tried to slam on their brakes because they had not realized that I had stopped in front of them, and they ended up hitting a piece of debris and hydroplaning it into the back of my car, which completely wrecked the back of my bumper. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys have witnessed a multitude of accidents that have been caused by these potholes and insufficient lighting, and even something as simple as overgrown foliage can cause these accidents. What is poor road conditions or road quality? Now, Golden Law Office says that potholes, poorly maintained bridges, overgrown foliage, flooding, faded and missing line markers out on the road, as well as malfunctioning traffic signals, all are included in poor road quality. And as well as from in-trial lawyers, they stated that loose junk and debris in roadways, root intrusion in neighborhoods and even some streetways, cracked asphalt, weak or eroding shoulders in the highway, lack of proper signage, and unreasonably narrow lanes in neighborhoods all contribute to being poor road qualities in California. Now, why is this important? Well, unfortunately, many studies have actually shown that the worst road qualities in the United States actually are found in California. And even the most defensive and cautious drivers can still be caught off guard and get into accidents due to poor road quality. Unfortunately, obviously, as many know, all accidents typically do seem to be are unforeseen, but accidents due to poor road quality are even more unforeseen because it could be something as small as just a small pothole or even loose debris in the road. And it can be something as small as overgrown foliage preventing the driver from being able to see into the roadway they're going into, which can not only harm other drivers, but it also can harm pedestrians. And obviously, lighting in these roads is also typically very poor. Now, what are the consequences of this? A good amount of accidents every single year are caused by poor road quality, and it could be up to 1/3 of all car accidents that happen every single year are typically contributed to poor road qualities. These accidents typically cause distress and can even result to something as bad as death in some situations, and can completely handicap a person. Obviously, as shown in these photos, as you can see, some roads can even collapse underneath vehicles, and that truly needs to be fixed. Another big thing that happened recently was due to the conditions of Highway 80. Actually, the Placer County residents pursued the local government officials, and they looked for assistance and damages under their vehicles due to rocks flying out of potholes, and it caused a lot of cracked windshields, unfortunately, for the residents of Placer County. Who is responsible? Obviously, the government as a whole is responsible, but more specifically, it's the Department of Transportation. Not only just the government, but obviously they are part of the government. So, as a whole, the government is at fault here. They are the ones who are responsible, but not only for the safety of our roads, but also for maintaining the quality and the upkeep that is needed to keep our roads safe, like keeping the asphalt from cracking, filling in potholes, making sure foliage is completely contained and cut down recently, make sure it's not overgrown so people can actually see around it. Unfortunately, recently, something was a proposition was voted in to actually increase our gas tax. And they used first responders in order to gain a lot of these votes that were going to keeping them safer on either cops, high-speed chases, and people like fire and medics to try and get to destinations safer as they are driving faster than the speed limit. Unfortunately, the government has actually yet to use this for anything useful. They haven't put it back into our roads, and most of this money actually hasn't even gone to the Department of Transportation like it was supposed to. Now, what is my solution? My solution is a petition. I created a petition, and my goal is to get enough signatures to give our government the call to action they truly need in order to step in and actually fix this issue, and to ensure more safety to not only those driving, but also the many pedestrians who have either lost their lives or became extremely injured and extremely limited and even disabled due to either being in the middle of a wreckage or having projectiles thrown at them by cars that are just trying to pass by. And they need to be given the ability to protect. They have no ability to protect themselves from loose concrete that come flying out from underneath cars. And they even get into things like auto v-ped accidents due to potholes and drivers losing control of their vehicle, as well as overgrown foliage preventing drivers from not only seeing other cars on the road, but unfortunately also pedestrians that are standing behind bushes or things of that nature. And here's the link to my petition, as well as what can we do in the meantime. There's a lot of things that we can do in the meantime, but these two are personally the two easiest and most common things that people could do on a day-to-day basis to help contribute to getting our accident rate down due to these kinds of things. Obviously, everybody drives cautious as it is, but you need to drive extremely cautious when dealing with these kinds of roadways and pay extra attention not only to your surroundings, but also to the roadways that you're driving on. Another good thing to do is always to keep a tire repair kit in your car. You can find these at local convenience stores like CVS's. Most gas stations carry them as well, but you also can find them at any auto store like O'Reilly and things of that nature. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my speech. Let's go. How do I stop the recording?